Hi, this is Ellie, and welcome to Chamber Chatting. We are continuing to talk about back to school, and I am here with Ashleigh McHenry from Montgomery County Food Bank. Hi, Ashleigh.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So tell me a little bit about Montgomery County Food Bank and who you guys serve.
Montgomery County Food Bank was started in 1985 by a couple people who literally knew some old people who needed some food, so they went to the grocery, bought food, and took it to the old people out of their trunks of their car.
Wow.
That was literally how it started. Several years later, we ended up getting an actual real facility in downtown Conroe. It was about 7,000 square feet. Now, in 2014, we have moved to a 60,000 square foot warehouse, 20,000 square foot administrative area. We can hold about 1 million pounds of dry food or non-perishable food, and then about 1 million pounds of refrigerated or frozen food.
Wow.
Last year we did 8.1 million pounds of food, and that equals about 6.7 million meals for the people of Montgomery County.
Wow. I mean, it's hard to even wrap my brain around
Right.
to how much that really is.
Right, and the thing is that there's about 75,000 people in Montgomery County that need our help. You kind of think of the Woodlands, it's very different than the rest of the county for sure. But we get to about 35 to 40,000 of those people. So we're really only getting to, 50%, not even 50% of the people that really need our help.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So the reason we are talking to the food bank with getting ready for back to school is very specific. So Ashleigh, tell us how the food bank is getting ready for back to school and what that means to Montgomery County Food Bank.
We have a couple different ways, a couple different programs that we have at Montgomery County Food Bank that facilitate to school-age children. First and foremost is our Buddy Backpack program. We have even a separate sorting room for all of the different stuff that goes to Buddy Backpack. We service 6 different ISDs in the area. So we have Conroe, New Caney, Magnolia. I can't remember all of them right now. They're on the little stuff that I brought here. But yeah, we have Conroe, New Caney, Splendora, Willis, Montgomery, and Magnolia school districts that are all taken care of by our Buddy Backpack program. All it does is each school campus selects a coordinator, counselor, principal, whoever it is to kind of coordinate the program. They get trained on how to notice if children are not getting the nutrition they need.
Okay.
When after a weekend and coming in on Monday, if they are more tired in class or can't pay attention or goofing off and just don't have the energy, the counselors, the teachers, that type of stuff can send up to the counselor or principal that's in charge of the entire program for the school to send a permission slip home with the student very discreetly and say, hey, we kind of noticed that your child is kind of lagging on Mondays. And Tuesday they kind of pick up again because they're on free and reduced cost lunches. But, it just takes, it takes them a couple of days to kind of get in the groove of things. Is it possible that we could possibly send them home with some food on the weekends? We see the signs of there not being that option on the weekends for them. They may be, couch surfing or might be homeless, or parents may just not be able to feed them, or they might be at work all weekend and that type of stuff. So yeah, we send the permission slip home, and then each Friday, the ones that are approved, we send just regular grocery bags to each of the schools for all of the approved children. And very discreetly, right before they leave to get on the bus, we put a little bag in their backpack, the counselor or teachers or whatever do, zip it right up and send them home. So nobody sees it. They aren't bullied for it. It's literally, they just swing by the office, grab something real quick, which is their food for the weekend, and get to go home. There are 5 meals that get to go home. So one for Friday night, 2 for Saturday, and 2 for Sunday.
Okay.
And then a couple snacks and drinks. So at this point, last school year, we did about 800 children in these 6 different, right. But you think about, just to give you an example, in Conroe ISD alone, which is the largest school district by far, they have over 19,000 people on free and reduced cost lunch.
So those are kids, just to break this down, so those are kids that qualify to get food complimentary at school. So they get breakfast and lunch at school provided by the district.
Right.
So then these kids are most likely, they're not getting dinner at home.
Potentially they aren't. Right. So that's kind of like the starting list of, okay, these 19,000 kids in Conroe ISD are kids we could maybe keep a little extra eye out on, not to point them out or not to, not to make an example of them or anything of that, but it's just maybe keep a little extra eye on them and see if they are coming in on Monday just a little extra tired and that type of thing. So then they can send that permission slip home to get food out to them each weekend. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's a really incredible program. So how does a nonprofit like Montgomery County Food Bank utilize their chamber membership to help with programs like this?
I mean, our biggest thing right now is just getting out the word that Montgomery County Food Bank even exists. a lot of people in this area don't even really, a lot of people in the Woodlands specifically don't see the need necessarily or don't experience the need. But there's so many places beyond that, in Willis and Splendora and Grangerland and all of these places that need our help so much. So number one, as far as it's just about getting the word out. If these other companies and other organizations in the Woodlands, who are companies generally that have more discretionary income to be able to use in a nonprofit way, to be able to donate, to have the employees to volunteer, just the pure knowledge of people knowing that Montgomery County Food Bank exists here and how many people we're servicing and how many more people we need to service, that's one big part, just a avenue, a vehicle for marketing. Another one are the relationships we can build beyond that. You know, you get to meet all these different people at different people at different organizations and different events and that type of stuff. But then once you really establish those relationships like we have with Anadarko and Wood Forest Bank and these people that have so many employees and can come out and volunteer and, you know, sponsor food fairs and sponsor the Buddy Backpack program and that type of stuff, those relationships are huge. So when people come out and see our actual mission at work, they go back and tell more people of the Woodlands and more people of Montgomery County that, like, wow, they're doing some great stuff out there, and who even knew the need was there.
You guys have a phenomenal facility over off 242 on the east side, and you've done a really cool thing throughout the summer, bringing in groups, right? To it's called
the Sort to Support.
Yes, Sort to Support.
Yeah,
Thank
Sort
you.
to Support. Yes, yes. Each summer, because we do have, you know, so many people that are off of school, off of work, different stuff because of their children. We try and kind of beef up our hours, our volunteer hours and stuff over summertime, because there was such a need during the summer with kids being out of school and not having food to eat, and you know, and elderly and everybody having normal needs that they have all year round. It's just, it amplifies over the summer. So yeah, the sort of support is fun. We have different companies come in, if it's, you know, competing real estate agents or competing banks or competing anything. It doesn't matter what it is, just to kind of have some friendly competition and just see how much people can sort. All of those sorted items go out to our 52 different food pantries.
Okay.
To give you an idea, Fort Bend County has 9 food pantries.
Wow.
And we have 52. So
that's phenomenal.
Right. It kind of gives you an idea of how much food is coming through and that type of stuff. I mean, it's really kind of magical to be a part of. It's really great.
So have you guys wrapped up Sort to Support for the summer, or?
We are always, if somebody wants to come in and have a competition and have a good time, and we'll do lunch and that type of stuff in our volunteer center, then anybody can come in and do that all the time. So it's a matter of, for all volunteering opportunities, it's best to kind of give us a call in advance, just so we can schedule people.
Well, that's just good. That's good courtesy
exactly.
to anything.
Exactly. It's like, oh, we have 80 people.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, we got to have enough food in here, like, kind of set aside, so then we can have a competition or just have you sort it.
Yeah.
You know, having, 30, 40, 50, 80 people come in, it's like, okay, well, we got to have 40,000 pounds of food to sort if your guy's going to be here for a couple hours. So we just have to be able to set that stuff aside. So that's all we ask. And it's like, hey, we want to come out and, sometime in September. Okay, great. Let's set up a time.
Perfect.
That's it.
So if somebody is interested in doing a Sort to Support challenge or partnering with the Buddy Backpack program, where can they go?
First things first, just head to the website. You can read about everything there on mcfoodbank.org. Super easy. All of our programs, how to help, a big red donate now button, all of that stuff is right there. If you want to get in touch with a certain person who's in charge of a certain program, if you want to volunteer versus doing a food fair on Saturdays and that type of stuff, it's all different people that kind of handle those things, but everybody's contact information is on the website.
Perfect.
Then you can read more detail into exactly what a Sort to Support challenge is, what a food drive would mean for your own company, what sponsoring a food fair really costs, and how many people would need to run one, that type of stuff.
Cool.
So,
I'll make sure to link some of that into the show notes as well.
yeah, awesome.
So that for quick access. So Ashleigh, what is one thing that people might not know about the food bank that you would like to share?
Well, this year we're planning on doing about 9 million pounds of food. Last year we did 8. And just because with the flooding and everything that happened in April and May, in April alone, we had 1.1 million nutritious pounds go out our doors. And that's not water, baby wipes, nothing of that. It's all nutritious food. And about 40% of that is produce, like fresh, real produce.
Wow.
which a lot of food banks can't say. But the big thing is that we only have 20 employees. I am one of 19 other people that put out 9 million pounds of food to 75,000 people in this huge, vast place of Montgomery County, one of the fastest growing counties in America.
Wow.
So it's awesome. 20 people, 9 million pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And it goes to show the program that you guys are running and also the volunteer support.
We're
So
lean
that's
and mean
phenomenal.
machine, and yes, absolutely. It's our generous volunteers and donors that make everything happen, because we can only do so much. We only have 2 hands apiece,
Yep.
So we have 40 hands and, thousands of people that come out and volunteer literally a year. So
Well, we thank you for what you do in our county and in our community. You guys are a phenomenal resource. Thank you for what you do with the Buddy Backpack program, and the Sort to Support is so much fun. It's a great kind of team building activity if you're looking for it. You can give back at the same time. So
For sure.
There's lots and lots of other things that y'all do at the food bank, but I appreciate you coming in and talking about getting ready for back to school with us.
absolutely, anytime. I'm
Thanks,
just right
Ashley.
around the corner.
That's right. All right, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
I'm Ellie P.
And I'm Holly P.
And this is Two Piece the Podcast, where we tell you what's going on at the chamber this week.
So I'm really excited. September 8th is
Yep.
the upcoming Putt Pass and Chip Golf Championship. This football-themed golf tournament is sure to rank as one of your most enjoyable rounds of golf. Instead of mulligans and Bubba drives, you will be able to purchase extra point package that will include a team move up with a toss of a football. I'm really excited about that. That's really, really cool. So again, it's going to be September 8th at Wood Forest Golf Club. We are teeing off, I believe, at 10 a.m. And there's still some sponsorships available.
Yep.
I know Woodlands Hits has purchased a whole sponsor.
Yay!
So we're excited to be out there and be a part of that. So we'll have a booth out there on the driving range, giving out some cool goodies.
Yep, it's going to be at Wood Forest this year.
Yes. And we love Howard over at Wood Forest. They're gracious hosts. So again, September 8th, the Putt Pass and Chip Golf Championships.
We'll see y'all there. All right, so next, Holly, have you ever been to the Chamber's annual award luncheon?
I have not.
Okay, well, you're in for a treat. It's really an exciting luncheon. This luncheon's coming up on September 16th. It's going to be at the Woodlands Country Club Palmer Course in their brand new Legacy Ballroom, which is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
They have a fireplace that's magnificent.
That's true.
So we're going to be honoring the 2015-2016 Volunteer of the Year, also the 2015-2016 Diplomat of the Year, and also the 2015-2016 Citizen of the Year. So we're really excited about that. We have so many wonderful chamber members, and this is really a time to celebrate them, along with all of our chamber members that are celebrating an anniversary year. So whether their membership has been 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35-year members.
That's a long time.
I know. I can't believe we have 35-year members, but we're approaching 40, so it's going to be a good year.
Yes.
Anyway, so y'all come out to the Chamber's annual awards luncheon. You can register for both these events on our website, woodlandschamber.org, and we'll see y'all there.
And this is Holly P.
And this is Ellie P.
And this is Two Peas in a Podcast.